Year, what's goody, what's goody? Back with another one because Raider Nation needed another one. We in the building. The Raiders football. You're in the building. What's happening? What's happening? I got next to me. State your name, gangster.
Well, it's Sacktown Raider Mike here, man. How you doing? You're
Shit, I can't call it on. It's another long day at work and another long night at the job. You feel me?
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, hardworking man.
got to, man. Got
I
to.
gotta block this sun. I gotta block this sun out. It's right in my fucking eyes.
Oh man, so we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. Yes, sir. Um, first preseason game is right around the corner. You know what I mean? What is it? Sunday or Thursday? Huh? You play Sunday, right?
Thursday, Thursday,
Okay,
Thursday at 7 my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time, so 9 o'clock your time.
what's that? 9?
Your time.
Oh, come on, man. Why I gotta
That's
be that?
10 Yeah, it's 10 Eastern, 7 here, and 9 your time. Or that.
Fuck it. Looks like late as hell. Raider night. What's happening, bro?
Oh,
Oh,
chats are going. What's up, Raider Knight?
salute to you, my brother. How you feeling today, cuz? Yes, sir. So, first preseason game, y'all, is right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Ray Knight says salute Nav. Yes, sir. So it's right around the corner. Um, I can't wait, huh? I can't wait, y'all.
I know, man. Already.
The starters will be playing. The starters will be playing. I just got wind of that today. The starters will be playing. So yeah, that's a late ass game right there. 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, nine Central Time, man. I'm Central. This shit crazy. But it's the Raiders, and I'm gonna watch it anyways. And I'm definitely doing the play-by-play. Yep, yep. I know Friday I'm going. Since it's gonna be late, right? I'm trying to think. Should I fucking go live or not?
What, on Thursday?
I'm probably gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go live.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it Thursday 'cause I'm going to watch the game and I can't watch the game. I might be able to rig it up to where I can watch the game and just mute the sound and then be in my living room.
It's all good, man. However you want to do it. If you can't make it, that's
I
cool.
will try.
We can just pick next on Friday. We'll recap it on Friday. Yep. Rose out. Rose says salute to the nation. You
Rose
know.
Talent, how you doing, brother?
So yeah, it's cool. Huh? I ain't like I said, I ain't got no problem with that. Um, but this is about to be dope, man. We get to see Genty for the first time. We get to see um Dante Thornton, all these guys. When we get to finally see these guys in action, I can't wait. I hope the first drive fucking bombs it. Genty goes for like a 40-yard run and uh and Dante Thornton catches a deep ball for the touchdown. Just to start it off, that'll be fine. Ray Knight said, I was at the open practice at Allegiant this weekend. A lot of fun. You guys could have been there. And
I
me
wish
too.
I could have been there too, Raider Night.
But it's all good, man. I'm be at the Denver game, and I'm definitely gonna be at the Eagles game. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock out. Just being patient, you feel me? So he said at practice I was watching Genty bounce off defenders, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He said he was doing a lot of that at
That's what he
that
does.
skirmish. Oh man, shit. I should have bought me a soda or something.
No Red Bull today?
Nah, no Red Bull. I would ask my son to go, but my wife's probably not. Let me see. I'm gonna text her to see if he can run me real quick.
Frank, how you doing, nephew?
Frank, my guy, what's up?
Law Dog, how you doing, brother?
Nah, you ain't gonna get one just yet, bro. You ain't gonna get one just yet. Law Dog in the building. Hello? Wait. Do you mind if you run to Waterburger and give me a drink? Because I'm yawning like a motherfucker. I know you don't feel like that. What you got? Sweet tea. All right, that'll work. All right, thank you. Yeah. Told you. She was like, hell no, it's late. He said, Very Nice said, Law Dog still sipping on that fine aged Keystone Light, full of flavor. Oh, Dev, bro, I'm glad you hopped on. I was hoping you hopped on because I don't got your number. I don't got nothing of yours, bro. I seen what you sent me. I seen the request. If you give me till like tomorrow night, bro, I got you. Really, I ain't got it right now, but if you give me till tomorrow night, I got you, bro. I got your request though. Thank you, baby. Ooh, that some bitch sweet. But Dev, yeah, I got you. If you can hold off till tomorrow night, bro, I definitely got you, bro. I hook you up. I get you right, bro. Shout out to Dev, man. Shout out to Dev, man. Say what up to the fam for me. And like I said, bro, I just seen it today too. I didn't even recognize it until I seen it today, because it didn't pop up on my phone. So, like I said, bro, just if you can hold off till tomorrow night, bro, I definitely got you. I'll hit you off a little something. Thursday football, yes sir. Let's get it.
Raider 24 Nation, salute, brother. So,
Yes
were
sir.
you just talking to Nabman?
Oh, okay. Huh?
Oh, you're talking to Nabman right now? I, I'm folks.
No, I'm talking to Dev.
Who?
Raider Nation
Oh,
24.
okay.
I'm talking to
Oh,
him.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I didn't mean to send you that. He said I sent it to a friend. It did it for everyone in my cash.
Uh-oh.
All right, bro. I mean, just let me know though. You feel me? I don't mind helping you out. Bro. He said, I appreciate it though. All right, no doubt, bro. I got just know I got you, bro. Just know I got you. Bro. Law Dog said Genty goes for the touchdown, 50 yards, first touch. Definitely gonna need to go fund me. Your ass is gonna sit there like a nice dude, like a nice fan, and watch the whole game. I ain't got bail money, bro. I don't got bail money. Shit, barely got bail money for my goddamn self. Where's the flag said, I'm not sure how I feel about Genty playing the preseason. They're only gonna play probably like one series, maybe. He said, I need to go fund me. Lord said, I don't like it. Where's the flag? You just said you want to see him run for a 50-yard touchdown. Now you don't like it. I don't like it either. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like it either, yo. But yeah, man. So the starters is starting. The starters will play. I guess they want to see the rest of the matchups that's going on, the battles that's going on in camp. I guess they want to see it in the game and stuff. So, but I think so. It's JPJ and Alex Kappa who's fighting for that right guard spot right now. And from what I'm hearing, from Vinny Bonsignore and Adam Hill, them the two guys that's there, and they're the beat writers for them. They're saying that JPJ is going to win that job.
Well, Alex Kappa was wearing a baseball cap at practice today. What he was it?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, it's over. It's over for that. He's not even getting a shot. So they got their 5 already right now, y'all. And I said it the day before. I was there saying it. It's going to be Cole Miller, Dylan Palm, Meredith, JPJ, and DJ Glaze. And I think that is the best lineup right there. Till Caleb Rogers shits on somebody and takes their spot. But other than that, that's what it's gonna be.
Salute Raider Paul.
Hey, Paul, what it do, bro? I seen you. What's happening with you? All right, so Devin said, okay, so hear me out. Are we putting Job at I guess he must say JPJ at guard to use his strength and mobility to open lanes more? Yes, he says, because I'm so concerned JPJ needs to be centered. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, Rare 24, yo, JPJ can play anywhere, bro, and still be good, except tackle. But any guard position, left or right, in that center position, that's him. But I think it'd be better. Look, Jordan Meredith is about to he's a dog, bro. He's about to shit. He's getting his first start. He's going to shit. And I'm pretty sure JPJ is going to help him out also. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't be concerned, bro. I wouldn't be concerned at all. JPJ know what he's doing. Like he's ahead, like kind of far ahead right now. For that spot. So he's gonna be all right. Look, let me just say this. JPJ already played guard already the first half of the year. Am I right, y'all?
Yeah, left guard.
I don't think putting him back at guard is going to hinder him at all. I'm just saying. I'm just being 100. I don't think putting him back at guard is going to hinder his play or anything. JPJ is going to play the same way he's always been playing. It's just at right guard.
JPJ,
you know.
All right, where's the flag?
So, you said what?
Where's the flag? Said JPJ fullback, and he said smiley face, fire, and a strong arm.
Nah, you gotta chill.
Mm,
First chill of the day. Where's the flag? Says a lot of people. A lot of Raiders have. Uh, a lot of people think the Raiders have the best running back in football, including me. Obviously, they're going to do anything to open up holes for that kid. Not facts. I won't put him. I mean, you can say he's the best running back right now, but I'm not going to put that title on him just yet. You know what I'm saying? We still got to see what happens. But
yeah, and I think what Law Dog's saying too is like it's like, you know, JBJ. Yeah, he can play guards or tack or center, but I think it's his athletic ability and his that he could pull better than Alex Kappa would be able to, and then help lead Genty.
he's way younger than Alex. Alex Cap about to hit 30, ain't he?
I'm not sure how old he is.
Yeah, them old ass knees ain't pulling nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm also itching to see these receivers, yo. All right, see Dante Thornton go against Tariq Woolen. This is gonna be fun, yo. He said your time, you know. Shout out my bro Raider Paul, man. That's my
Oh
guy
shit,
right
man.
there. But yeah, bro, I'm telling you, yo, we finna cook this preseason, yo. We're trying to send a message, yo. You know what I'm saying? Not only in preseason, but week
Take it, Law
one.
Dog.
Week one, we are trying to send a message. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to send a message. We want people to know that we ain't gonna be ones to be fucked with. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
We ain't gonna be the ones with. And y'all gonna feel us.
I was really not happy with the JPJ playing right guard at first. When I started thinking about it and started hearing things, I'm like going, yeah, I mean, a pulling guard and
Right,
everything else, you put him anywhere on those three positions on the line, he's going to excel. And
right.
so I think they're moving people around, and I think they're pretty solid, like what you said. Only thing I would say I'd rather see Thayer than Dylan Parham. So other than that, I thought your O line was spot on, and but that's just opinion.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. Oh, I'm gonna send the link in the. I'm gonna send the link in the just kick it segment because we got mad stuff we gotta do, bro. I'll send you the link, though. And most of y'all, when I tell y'all, I'll send y'all the link in the in the just when I get to the just kick it segment, and I tell y'all I'll send the link, y'all just dip off. El Capitan did it. I said, bro, you can wait until the just kick it segment. I'll put you on. I'll send you the link. He bounced. Josh was the only one who stayed yesterday. Yeah, I got you, bro. I'll send you the link. When we hit the segment, I'll send you the link. I want to let everybody on and shit.
I think JBJ could even responding to where's the flag, I think JBJ could be an all-pro guard.
Well, yeah, he gonna be all pro wherever he goes. Center, guard.
But yeah, at least Pro Bowl for sure.
Either spot. Nah, that's facts. This Raiders team gonna battle everybody to death, to the death. They're unified and ready to kick ass. Game the fuck on.
Yep.
Yep.
Well said, Law Dog.
What's that? I ain't been on in like a month. You gonna be on, bro? I changed. Since you ain't been on like that, I changed a lot of things on the show. You feel me? So I brought back the just kick it segment. So that means like, and I allow people to get on now. You feel me? Once the just kick it segment come on, I just changed it. I just changed a lot of things. I'm trying to do certain things different, bro. Um, You know what I mean? But like I said, bro, I'll send you the link. I'll definitely send you the link. Um, what I'm about to say. All right. So let's get to these pressers, eh?
All right. Who's first?
I don't know yet. I ain't opening up. Hold
Come on,
on.
man.
You moving too fast. You gotta chill.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was. I didn't mean it that time, but yeah. Once I said, "Oh fuck," I'm getting a chill.
Company.
Have faith in this coaching staff.
All right, we're gonna go Pete Carroll first, y'all.
Okay.
Pete Carroll first. Good old Pete.
Together, we go places, friends, and try new things. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
Yay.
Okay, through the week. You guys made a big
Okay.
statement, huh? You made the trade yesterday with Jabari and Bennett. Sticking on that, how much is this kind of a vote of confidence to some of the younger players that have been? I like the way you looked at it. Yeah, we like our group. We feel confident in the group, and so that we were able to get another guy that we need on the other side and up front. And so we're really glad to get Thomas and wish JB the best. What is it about Thomas that you guys like? His motor. Plays really hard. He's really consistent in his effort. He's big enough and flexible enough to play a number of spots for us. He looks really good in the rotations. That's a heck of a defensive line room there. It keeps him from playing and getting his numbers up. But we see a lot of positives. We've known him over the years and as he's come up. And so we're really looking forward to what he can do for us. He's also another really smart kid. How important is that? Is this a Stanford bias thing coming out there? Because we had a Stanford bias when I was at USC too, but it wasn't on anything about that.
Just thoughts on returning back to Seattle, and apparently they'll have a tribute prepared for you.
Nobody gonna ask him about Jacorian?
Thoughts on returning to Seattle for the first preseason game?
It's the only game we got. Happens to be in Seattle. You know, I loved my time in Seattle and love the fans and the people that we met and dealt with and competed with. But it's a game for us. We can go play ball. I have not heard anything about what you just talked about. I don't know what you're talking about. Tributes or whatever.
Do you think you'll play your full set of starters on Thursday?
Everybody's alive. Everybody's ready to go.
Ooh, yeah.
What was the biggest thing you took away from your time in Seattle that you instilled here in the Raiders?
Well, really, that's a really good question because it came. It was an experiment, you know, coming out of USC to go to the NFL and see if the way we had developed, the culture that we had created, the concept of competing the way we did, would carry over. And mostly it was the way we treated the people in our program. I wasn't sure. I had an inkling that it would be okay, but I didn't know, and a lot of people probably questioned it as well. But we didn't change anything. We maintained the philosophy. We adapted to the players and, of course, the game, and felt
after it's said and done, I feel really good about the time we spent there. That we were able to stay with what we believed in and make it work out. So all right, so that's really what stands out about it. And,
I'm not speaking too much out of the first guy starting official preseason, but there's 3 rookies starting in the first string, a bunch of rookies on the second string. How important has it been for them to kind of be on speed and be ready now?
No, it's huge. Like I've said to you guys from the start, I'm not hesitant to play young guys, and we kind of almost force them into it and force to feed them until they show us who they are, what they're all about, and how much they can handle. And it isn't all on them. It's on us to make sure that we ask them to do things that they're capable of doing at this time. So right now they get out there that we're going to get a lot of information, and that's what's really important at this time so that we're making good decisions down the road.
We've been noticing that Zamir's had a nice camp. This camp, it looks like it's reflected in whatever the depth chart at this point. What has he shown you?
Oh, he really has sent a message that he's the hammer, and I love having the different styles of running backs. His physicality that we've been celebrating with him and tell him we like the way he runs. Don't try to be something that you're not, and run heavy and run thick and tough like he does. I think he gives us a real element. So I'm really excited about what he's done so far.
Talked about the competition on the offensive line before, but how have you been pleased with what you've seen from Meredith and JPJ?
We look physical with those guys out there, and they've given us a nice flash, but we're just getting started. It's a long ways for both those guys. JPJ's been a center most of his time, and Jordan's been a guard most of his time. So what are we thinking? You could ask, but we think we see something in this combination, and we're going to give it a look.
Obviously, it's very unfortunate what happened to Lonnie Johnson during the scrimmage. I'm wondering if you've had a chance to reach out or speak to him since. And this position seemed like he was doing.
Yeah, his surgery's coming up. We really miss Lonnie. This was, I think we recognized Lonnie in a way that he hasn't been recognized in the earlier parts of his career. With great respect for the variety of things that he adds to the team and all, we're really going to miss him. We had a number of things that we had, especially that he could do well in contributing to the defense, and so we have to work a little bit to figure out how other guys can take those kinds of concepts and make them work for us. Lonnie's in good spirits. He knows that it's a chance that it's a minimal amount of time to get back. These 5 weeks here are hugely important to him, so he can get back within 3 or 4 weeks into the season, 4 or 5 weeks into the season, or whatever it is, and we'll really enjoy when he gets a chance to come back.
Are you replacing with one player, or is there? Because we've seen some roles and some shifting around from what you had been doing previously.
The answer is yes.
Could be mistaken, but I don't think I saw him get reps in team very much.
Yeah, we just slowed him down. We just want to make sure that he's okay. And he's fine. He's not hurt.
I guess I'm wrong.
Okay.
So I'm mad the fact that they didn't ask him about Jacory Bennett. I really not feeling that, but whatever. Again, he said he's not afraid to play young guys. And the fact that they got him up to speed right now where they at I think is a plus. Trying to think. He said that, and that's a good thing that Lonnie Johnson could be back within the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, so we can have Lonnie Johnson back soon. And I knew it wouldn't take that long because fucking what's the name had the same break. Terrell Owens, when he played for the Eagles, he came back and played in the Super Bowl, and had a big game too. So yeah. And he talks about the philosophy. The shit that he did in Seattle, he brings it here and it still works. The formula still works. I thought that was a plus too. That means he knows what he's doing. and that he said everybody's live. Everybody will be playing, so that's a good thing also. What you got on?
Again, we're on the same page, but playing the starters in the preseason game like you, I think it's going to be for one possession, but
Right.
he just wants to see what all the starters look like together. So that's and then again his philosophy. Like you said, adapt to the players.
Yeah.
Adapt to the players. Don't adapt the players to the scheme. And
Right.
that's been a resounding theme throughout all these pressers.
Right.
Um, uh, they're trying to, force feed these these young guys, and so, but they don't want to overfeed them, you know, too much information. But they're all picking it up very well. So I think that's a great thing. Um, yeah, I really like the thing about Jordan Meredith and Jackson Powers Johnson. We've all been saying, "What do you think?" And what did he say? What are we thinking, huh? You know,
Right.
well, he's just trying things out to make sure. But I do see, I do finally believe that now Jackson's going to be the right guard and Meredith is going to be the center.
Yeah.
And the great news about Lonnie, because everybody's been saying that, oh, he's out for the season. I'm going for a fractured fibula. I know it's serious, but yeah, he cleared that up. So it could be by week, 5 in the season when he comes back. I, or maybe, if they'll like, sit out a couple games, come in on the Kansas City game at week 7. They might start him there, but he has not given up on Lonnie Johnson. He's had more plans for Lonnie Johnson than anybody else ever did. Any of the other coaches did before he.
Right.
And you know, welcome back with open arms. Basically, is what he said.
Hmm.
Can't wait to get it back. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Hmm. Bet. Let's go to this next one. Who's next? Geno Smith, y'all.
Gino.
Like Seattle. Man, looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing my old teammates, old coaches, people in the building. It'll be fun. Also going back with Pete, that's pretty cool. And then another opportunity to compete with my guys. That's always what it's all about.
What do those years in Seattle mean to you and represent to you?
Man, it means everything. It means a lot to me. It's a place where I called home for 6 years. I was able to, I had a son there, and I was able to really just kind of turn my career around. Met some really cool people. Got to know a lot of great people there. A lot of great teammates over the years, and just really special things, special thoughts that come to my mind when I think about it.
Are you someone that likes to play in the preseason as a starting quarterback? And do you feel like you might be able to get out there?
I like to play football. Whenever we get a chance to suit it up, I'm ready to go, man. This is what I do for a living. I love to play, and every chance I get to go out there and compete, I'm looking forward to it.
You had multiple targets on red zone touchdowns and whatnot during the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, kind of getting that flow going with some of the guys?
It was good. It was really good to just get into our stadium. The grass was beautiful out there. I mean, the stadium was lit up. The fans were, cheering, and it was all fun. And obviously, like you said, we were able to connect with a bunch of different guys. And I thought some guys had really, really cool games. A lot that we can learn from and a lot to get better from. We got a long ways to go, but it was just a step in the right direction.
I think about you hit Big Mike a few times on Saturday as well.
Some of the best guys I play with, obviously, I think Brock is, 1-1 when it comes to tight ends in this league. And I think Mike and Ian are not too far behind them, man. We got some really, really talented guys. I think Q's been doing a great job. Albert O made a huge catch today. I think, man, the tight ends coach is doing a great job with those guys. And then Chip's putting them in positions to make some plays, and they're going out there and executing.
Speaking of Chip, seems like he's scheming guys open a lot, and that's without like a lot of pre-snap motion and
Right.
What do you think of that? What do you think of the offense? And do you think not a lot of that pre-snap stuff has been? He just hasn't reached all the way.
I can't give you everything, man. I can't tell you everything, man. I'm sitting there with all day. But Chip's a great coordinator. He does a lot of great things, and he makes the game easy on the players. That's something that you really appreciate as a quarterback.
Narrative as a center the last year or so. What you see with him?
Jordan. I only got to meet him this year, so I only know him as a center. But he's been spectacular. I mean, he's amazing. He's on it every single day. A great leader in that room. He's super smart, and then he's tough as nails, man. I mean, it's great to have a line like that. Just to be able to sit back there and read it, and go through all my reads and make the throws. It makes the game a lot easier for me. So Jordan's doing a great job, but they all are connected, doing a really good job.
You have a lot of targets that you can go to in the red zone. Today we saw you throwing to tight ends. Saturday we saw you throwing to tight ends in the red zone. How valuable is that for a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, just having weapons, especially the ones that we have, it's very valuable. And, for me, man, it's about throwing the ball to the right guy, to the open guy. Never try to force the ball to a guy. Let the defense dictate where the ball goes. And so I just try to make the right reads. And we got so many different playmakers that it just, guys are showing up. It's just how it's going. But all of those guys are capable. The tight ends, the running backs, the receivers. We have a really, really special group. And I just want to make sure that I'm pushing everybody so that we can get better and continue to, progress as we go along.
How have you seen Dante Thornton Jr. continue to mature as an NFL wide receiver?
I think, man, Dante, I got him right under my wing, man. He's one of those players who he's only scratching the surface of who he's going to be. He's got all the physical talent in the world. He studies the game like he's a true professional. He loves football. That's something that I really like about him. And then he goes out there, he makes plays. I mean, not many guys are 6'5", running a 4.3, got the hands and the catch radius that he has. And so he's got the ability to be really special, but we got to work. And so I'm just pushing him to make sure he's working on his craft, and he's been doing a great job with that.
Have you seen that evolve even since camp started to right where we are now?
I have seen it evolve. I think he's starting to get more confidence, and he's starting to see okay, this is my role in this offense, and I can excel in it. And so I think he's doing a great job. Again, sometimes he's just the clear out guy, and he's running full speed and just making sure those safeties are playing deep and able to get other guys open. So he does a lot of great things. He's blocking in the run game. We're going to need him to do that as well. And so I think all the things that he's doing so far is exactly what we want from him.
But he's a guy that. What did you know about Trey coming in? And obviously, it looks like you guys are developing some chemistry.
Yeah, I would always see this number 11 making plays on the Raiders. When I was on Seahawks, I'm that guy's pretty quick, he's pretty fast. I thought he was really good just from afar. But as I've gotten to work with him, really, really special player. I think he's really going to be a big contributor to this offense. Trey's a guy who works hard every single day. He does all the right things on and off the field, like a true professional, a true leader. And I talk to him all the time. I think he's a spitting image of Santana Moss, and I think he can be a really, really good player. And I look forward to things that we can accomplish together. But right now he's in a good spot, and we just got to keep working.
Does his eyes get big when you say that? You put the name out there like Santana Moss. Does his eyes get big?
Yeah, I mean, I've been sending them clips. I send them all. Santana's routes. I know Santana from back home, so he definitely has that mold, and so I just want him to see hey, this is what I expect from you, and he's ready for it. He's going to be Trey. He's not going to be Tanner, but he's going to be Trey. But it's just some things that he can work on that I wanted to show him.
There's some player try not to force the ball. You just try to get whoever's open. But a guy that gets open quite a bit, quite matters. You have a really big connection with him. Yeah. What about him just makes him so good? And what's been your relationship with him so far?
I mean, the talent's obvious, right? The talent that he has, a big body who runs like a receiver, runs like a slot receiver, catches like an X receiver or a Z receiver, blocks like a tight end. I mean, he's got the full gamut of what you want from a tight end, prototypical. But I think it's the off the field and just his overall demeanor, man. A guy who comes every day ready to work. Doesn't really speak much. But a great teammate, great leader, and then every single day he's out there working hard. I mean, from the minute we step on the field, he's giving you 110%, and that's you got guys like him, like Max, all these guys are the spitting image of what you want to be as a Raider. And man, Brock's a guy if I could say hey man, watch this guy and emulate him, that's the guy you want to be like.
11 days into camp, how do you feel you and the offense has progressed as a whole?
Man, I think we're getting better each and every day. Obviously, it's going to be back and forth between us and the defense, man. That's what you want. The defense out there making great plays. They got great players as well. But I think we've gotten a lot more comfortable in the scheme. We're executing and doing things a lot faster. We're making more adjustments. And so it's an ongoing process. It's always going to be like that. It's always going to be a development situation. But we're at a really good spot right now. I feel really good about going into this game.
seems like Jack Besh's game has kind of come alive a bit since pads came on. What have you seen from him?
Jack's super competitive, catches everything. I mean, he's getting open, finding ways to get open. Another super smart kid, man. Like, we did a great job at drafting, true professionals, man. This guy works every day, understands what to do, knows his game, knows what to do on and off the field. And you can see, like, these past 2 weeks, man, I thought Jack's really had some, really good days at practice. And I think he's getting better with each rep. And that's really what you want to see.
So a couple more guys.
Biggest lesson learned from your time in Seattle that you've taken here to the Raiders?
Yeah, I think just being around Coach Carroll, being around guys like Russell Wilson, Coach Dave Canales, Brian Schottenheimer. I mean, we were all in the same room together. Special minds, but also special people. Just how connected everyone was, and that's the thing that we're building here with the Raiders. It's already started, man. Like, every single guy in this building is connected, and they want to win, and they want to win for their teammates. And I think that was something that I saw in Seattle.
Cam Miller yesterday calling your story inspirational, the way you've been counted out and you kept coming back and came into what he thinks is top 10 quarterback in the NFL. What does that mean to you to have mentor him, and what's it been like working with him and Cam?
Man, Cam has been great. The thing about Cam is that he has all the tools, the physical tools to make all the throws. He's a super athletic guy. Like, he can make every single read. He can make every play out there on the field. I just, continue to preach confidence to him. As a young quarterback, I know what it's like, am I able to do this? It's a lot coming at you all at once. But I just try to slow it down for him. Let him know, like, hey, man, take deep breaths. Like, just take it all in. You're a young guy. I remember when I was a rookie, long time ago, and just the things that I was thinking and all the thoughts that can go through your mind. So I try to help him, kind of ease that and calm that. But he's done a great job, and I'm just thankful to, be able to be a mentor to him.
Last one to you. Last one.
Obviously, you're looking for the offensive success, but what are you seeing from the secondary that you have to throw against each and every day?
Yeah, shoot, man, I got to throw around those guys. They're on them, really sticky in coverage. We got some really fast DBs, and guys are really good at man. But I really like the way they're communicating. They got a lot of good things that they have in, and I think they're only going to continue to get better, man. Like, we haven't even started tackling yet and doing all the things that they're going to be really good at. I'm excited to see Jeremy Chin out there hitting people. I'm excited to see Isaiah hitting people and get to see Jamal flying around and just all those guys, man. Stokes has had a great camp. I think DP Darren Porter he's going to be a special player. So a lot of good things on that back end.
What do you see from D-Cam?
D-Cam been balling. Shoot, man. Chris Smith. Like, I mean, I could, all of them, man. They're all just like making plays all over the field. They're flying around. They're talking smack to me. So it's all fun stuff, man. Stuff that we enjoy.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, don't go ahead. Do your thing.
Gino, I mean, I'm starting to see an uptick in his voice. One of the things I'm noticing, and
Right.
like he's getting more confident. This is a very good situation. That's what it feels like to me. And he's
Right.
ready to go. He's ready to go. And the tight end room, I mean, he was throwing out massive praise to the tight end room, and he was also throwing out massive praise to the receivers he's got. And that leads to why he's probably sounds so excited in his voice. So,
Mm-hmm.
and taking Dante under his wing, you know, and then later he said he's taking, doing the same thing for Cam Miller, you know, teaching them, the things that he needs to start working on or whatever. Just taking him under his wing, teaching him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I thought was really cool was how he brought up the DBs, man. He goes, man, those guys are tough. I got to throw around those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at a lot of the passes that he's completing in these practices and the scrimmage and all, and he is, I mean, the DB is right there. But without causing a PI, they can't defend that ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. I should stop doing that. I should stop doing that. I'm not.
Nah, I agree with you. Everything on he said something real interesting that I liked. He said that he feel like um he says that Trey Tucker reminds him of Santana Moss. That is a great comparison right there. I
Oh,
did not even fucking think of that comparison. That is a spot on comparison to what Trey Tucker is. A Santana
yep,
Moss. Exact. The speed, the the catch, the route running, the everything, the breakaway speed, like. So I'm glad that he showed him Santana Moss's tape. Now that'll open up Trey Tucker's eyes, like, okay, this dude is exactly like me, or I'm exactly like him. You know what I'm saying? So let me take some stuff out of his game, implemented the mines. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Um, yeah, but everything else you already said that I agree. So I can't even, you know what I mean. Taz, what's good, bro?
what's up, Taz? They used to call me Taz in the army. That was my nickname.
What you on, bro? But yeah, man. So, um, this next this next player is JJ Pegues. So yeah, we're gonna start it right now.
So that is how you say your last name, please.
Yes, sir.
First of all, what's been really exciting for you so far about working on this defensive line with so many big names and a lot of recent veterans?
It's definitely a blessing to be here. I just give all the glory to God for just allowing me to be here and be in this position. And like I'm just learning from great vets like Adam Butler, Max Crosby, obviously, and they're just giving me great advice and just telling me I'm not a rookie on the field. They need me, and that's something that I really just hold on just because that really motivates me because as a rookie you got so much going on the outside world and stuff like that, so just them being able to speak to me like that and just give me those wisdom words, it just means everything to me.
How do you silence that noise and make it kind of like just so you can focus in on what you need to prepare for as a player?
Yeah, it's really just do what you got to do. Don't get on social media as much. Your parents can hype you up a lot, but you just got to keep the main thing. The main thing is just stay grounded and just be where your feet are, and that's what I try to do each and every day.
What excites you most
Appreciate it,
about
bro.
Oh yeah, we get to play football again. It's been a long time. I haven't hit a quarterback in a long time, so we gotta stay away from Geno. So yeah, just going out there playing with my brothers and just being able to put what we worked so hard for together.
What have you learned most from guys like Max Crosby, Adam Butler?
Just like I said, just stay grounded and just believe in the process because, like I said, I'm a rookie and there's a lot of people out there that know more. But just believe in the process, believe in what they are telling me and the coaches are telling me, and everything come together. Not right now, but I just got to focus on the main thing, defense first. That's what I got drafted for. But hopefully, that's coming down the road.
You hear all the time about Travis Hunter. Are you like that?
Yeah, but Travis Hunter, he's different. Offensive defense, but like I was saying, I just got to stay grounded in me. Solidify myself on the defensive side, and all the other stuff come along.
What's the biggest surprise making that transition from college to the pros?
I would say just the preparation part. The small details within the game. Just by Adam Butler teaching me different things like, hey, the ball gonna go this way, the ball gonna go here, it's a run, it's a pass, just those small things. Because I feel like in college you get so caught up in the scheme and not the actual small things within the game. So I just feel like the little things within the game definitely is a big part for me.
How do you feel? Are you kind of analyzing as it goes? Like, how do you feel you're doing? You kind of grade yourself. You scatter yourself. How does that work?
Oh yeah, that's like everybody. Just seeing if you had a great day or not. That's the goal, just to get better each and every day and stay consistent. And that's something that I try to do within the D-line room. And our coaches hold us very,
very high and accountable for ourselves. I mean, you got to look in the mirror each and every day, and if you're lying to yourself, things won't go well for you. So you just got to tell the truth to yourself. So I'm born and raised in Oxford, Mississippi, and Ole Miss is right like 6 minutes away from my house. And I went to Auburn at first. I know a lot of my friends were very mad, but I came back and they said I came to my senses. But when I came back, everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Like, "Hey, JJ, this," and my teammates were like, "Bro, like." Everybody know you. I'm like, yeah, I live 6 minutes away. Like, I've been walking these streets like since I was a youngin. So that's really how I got the name. It was just everybody knowing me, and they just called me the mayor and stuff like that. So that's cool.
What's this process with Tonka? I mean, you're both fighting for your opportunities, but at the same time, you understand each other, what you're going through. Like, I guess there's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, man, Tonka, once we came in, like, we just bonded together. Like, we do everything together. We watch film together. We eat, do everything, hang out outside. And we actually play with each other at the East-West Shrine Bowl game. So we don't look at it as we're fighting for a position against each other. We just look at it as an opportunity for both of us. And like I said, we just want to be on the field and just not only for ourselves, but for the team and the program. We just want to win. That's the most important thing in this profession is to win. So that's one thing we want to do.
Did you guys get close at all at the Shrine game?
Oh yeah, we was close. Like, it clicked just like that. I mean, it's natural.
How quickly did you catch up when you both came here? Like, oh, hey.
Well, as soon as he got drafted and I got drafted, we both FaceTime each other. So it was real quick. It was a cool moment for both.
That's good. Sweet.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate you.
All right. So what you got on? You on mute, man.
My bad.
You
am
gonna
I
need
good now?
You good now? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I liked what he was talking about. He's learning a lot from Max and Adam Butler, and that could
Right.
only be a good thing. Uh, they kind of mentioned something about him actually running the ball. He goes, right now I'm just trying to figure out defense. If they want him to run, he'll run. But so that's the main thing. The audio was really bad on the reporters as usual at these Raiders
Yeah.
camps and stuff, pressers. But you have to kind of figure out what the question was by what they're saying. But that's about all I got out of that.
I mean, yeah. Same here. Um, I like that he said he holding that in as motivation. You know. Um, I think JJ can, carve a name out in this defense for itself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's really all I got on that. I mean, I can't wait to see him play this coming Thursday. So next up is Tonka Hemingway, my guy. I'm gonna go to that Raiders fan cruise watch.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it's a pretty stacked tight end room. Yep. You can fit right in, obviously. How do you feel like this whole thing is kind of playing out?
I feel like it's great. Guys are having a good camp. Our room, especially, making plays and scoring, so that's always a plus. Like you said, the room is stacked, so I feel like that's good.
You can never
Oh,
go
this
wrong with
is
a
Ian
stacked tight end
Thomas.
room,
My bad, y'all.
especially when you use
Oh, I was gonna say.
when you
All
open
right.
and plays with the tight end. So
The NFL is trending in that direction where tight ends are becoming, kind of hybrids and more involved in the offense. As a tight end, how good does that make you feel?
it feels great. You can get in the pass game. You can do stuff in the run game, and you got you create these bonds with the O line, the receivers, the running backs. So you kind of like a glue guy. Like you attach to all of these positions, and you become like friends with everybody on the team, and that it feels good.
What stands out to you about Seattle? And on that note, just first preseason game tomorrow for you guys. What excites you most?
It's nice. I mean, obviously, this is my first couple months here, so I'm traveling with the team. Getting out of town with the guys. Of course, training camp you get to bond with guys, but traveling is just one more piece to like getting ready for the season. So. I think that's what I'm most excited for. Just getting the pass popping against somebody that hasn't seen the offense every day. So I think things will work a little more against people who haven't seen it. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, what are you looking to get out of Thursday night against Seattle? What first thing are you looking to get out?
Get my feet back in the ground. Play against some guys and put my hands on people. Hopefully catch some passes. Get that confidence back going. Especially like you out here with guys that. Competing for a team, but now you get to be one team, So going up against guys and everybody against them. So I think that's what I'm mostly looking forward to. Yeah.
Is this maybe the most loaded tight end you've been a part of?
Yeah, I think so. It's good though. You can't go wrong with competition. It elevates everyone. It make you bring your A game every day. Like you want to be better the next day. So if anything is off, then you give that other guy the advantage. And I think everybody in the room knows that, and we still push each other to be good. So I think that's what's special about our room too. There's no like side eyeing the next guy. It's always pats on the butt and go make that play because it's yours. So it's good.
A lot of plays down the field throughout camp. Do you feel like that's a strong, ability you have to add to the team when you're on the field?
Yeah, for sure. Getting back to my roots of pass catching has been fun and good for me. And I think it's been exhilarating for all the guys. Like, oh shit, like this big old guy can run. So it's been fun.
Brock Bowers obviously comes as advertised. So there's a great season out there as a rookie.
Yeah,
you've got a chance now to work with him and see him up close. What makes him such a difference?
Oh my gosh, like his route running, getting in and out of his breaks, the way he reads the defense, everything, all the little small stuff that makes him different. That could get separation. So of course, like the communication with the quarterback and everyone's on the same page is what you need the most, and he brings all of it.
Pete bring up your name a whole lot. It's really great when we ask him about tight ends. He says, "Don't sleep on Ian or Ian doing big things for us." What's it mean to have that? Support from your head coach. Just what's the bond been like working with him?
It's been good. You can't. I mean, he's one of the greatest. So I'll take all of the praise he gives me. But I'm just here to work and I'm just doing my best. So if that's what he sees, and I love it, and I'm gonna keep bringing it every day.
Elio Gates get into the Hall this year.
Oh yeah.
Was that a guy that you studied at all coming up as a young?
1,000%. Even though Madden, like playing sports as a young kid, he's like the tight end that you wanted to be, especially in the past game. How we talked about the position is transitioning over. He's one of the ones that kind of started that trend.
One place. Now you're switching. What is that like at this point in your career to have to switch for the first time?
It's fun. Honestly, I think it's fun. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, where do you want to end up living?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know any other place but Carolina." And a lot of guys, I feel like, figure that out. It's like they travel to team to team, and I know some guys don't like it, but I kind of found it fun, traveling way over here and making a home. So I'm comfortable. It's translating on the field. So yeah.
Appreciate you, G-Fan.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I think Ian Thomas is a dog, He gonna do his thing. Pete was right. He is a guy to be. Don't sleep on. You know what I'm saying? He'll run right by your ass. And he's big too. I think he's like our biggest tight end in the room. Not tall wise. I'm talking about like brolic, like swole. Um, but yeah, he adds a whole nother element to our offense. You know what I'm saying? Being the third tight end. You know what I'm saying? We have three really. Matter of fact, we have at least 4 or 5 really good tight ends. You feel me?
Hmm.
But yeah, I think the tight end room is gonna be lit. Now he definitely got a pause talking about some pats on the butt, but other than that, you gotta chill with that. But other than that, it's it's all funny games. But that's all I really got on Ian Thomas. I think he's gonna be a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy with high IQ. When it comes to playing the sport. Um, but that's basically it. What you got on?
I'm still writing down the Ian gotta chill. Okay. Uh, uh, shit. He's really, first of all, my first impression is pretty much what you said right there. That is a big man.
Yeah.
That is a big man. So not only is he going to be going out running routes, but I mean, his blocking downfield is going to be good for the receivers and the running backs when he's in there. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's great. Um, he wanted to, he's looking. Of course, he's looking forward to. I thought it was kind of funny how he said it. Looking forward to the guys that going against guys that don't know our play so well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he, you know, he's excited about that, and shit, competitions helps everyone. I wrote down, and there's a lot of competition, and like he said, it helps everybody. Him, it helps everyone. He didn't specify names, but we know who he's talking about.
Right.
And the great support he's been getting from Carroll is really means a lot to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, damn man, I'm ready for a game, you know, because
Right around the corner.
everybody is, you know, just so hyped about everybody, including, players, staff,
Mm-hmm.
coaches, assistant coaches, trainers, you know, nutrition people. There's nothing but raves. Nobody, ducks a question when they ask about a certain player. They
Right.
all answer, and it's always positive. And you can tell by the way they say it that they mean what they're saying. They're not just saying what they should think they should say. At least that's the
Right.
impression I get. That's what I got
No,
about.
I agree. We got a lot of that last couple years.
Yeah,
So
I feel it more this year. So
mm-hmm. So do I. David, don't start your stuff.
what's he saying now? Okay, thank you Raiders for that. Oh, I shit. Why didn't I think he was going to be on here doing that? Damn it,
I mean,
David. Love you, brother.
you missed my rant yesterday. Boy, I was hotter than fish grease yesterday. All I got to say, David, is treat my guy right. That's all I say. But I definitely see him as a cornerback too.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. You watch, the son of a bitch is going to make the Pro Bowl and everything else too. He
Yeah.
just had that surgery on his shoulder, so that shouldn't
Yep.
be a problem anymore.
Right.
You know, fuck. And that was our main problem with him. Uh, whatever, David. I hope you guys like him. I hope. Okay, David. I hope Thomas Booker kicks ass, especially in Philadelphia. Week was 15, something like that. So
Yeah.
there.
Now, we don't want enemies.
No, no, David's my man. I love David. He knows. No rest for the wicked. That's right. One more day of. So, yeah, that's what I heard, David. You're coming. You're going to be back home with Blue tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up.
He's been working at SoFi for I think a couple of weeks now, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro said then back to Vegas. I know that's real. I know that's real. Um, so this last one we about to listen to is Tonka Hemingway if they play him.
Okay.
David, don't tell us that, bro. Don't tell us that. After we didn't trade Jacorian Bennett for him, do not tell us that.
We're so butthurt from him, David. So leave us alone.
Getting to know some of the guys and just learning from all of them just means a lot.
Is it, I guess, what you expected? Is it harder, easier? I guess, how would you kind of expect?
I pretty much say is what I expected. My brother played a couple of years. He told me a little bit of everything, but I just doing everything, trying to get better every day, try to do my best.
Where do you feel like you've made the most strides?
Whoa.
Right now, just learning, like playbook wise, learning little things, getting better every day. Some things I have some mess ups here and there, but being able to self correct. So I think that's one of my main things.
Is there a guy that's been particularly helpful, maybe in terms of just learning and showing you like how to be a pro? I guess.
Yes, sir. Really, I said really the whole room, all the vets, just listening to them talk. They might not be talking to you, but my parents always just told me just listen. So just listening to them, hearing them talk, seeing how they work, how they take everything in, that's been real good.
What do you see your role
right now, just whatever they need from me. Just whatever they need, I'm willing to go do it all and do it to my best of my ability.
What I guess what's going to be Thursday night for you guys?
It's gonna mean a lot. All the hard work you put in, everything, just know it's coming to fruition. It feels good, you finally get to go against somebody else. You get to hit somebody else besides your teammates, so it's gonna feel real good. Yeah, we played at the East West Bowl. At first we didn't really talk, we both like quiet, but I think that's why we kind of clicked. But yeah, it just means a lot, it was different, but it means a lot.
I guess how important does it have somebody else that was going through the same thing? And obviously, you both want to fight for the same opportunities and things, but that's somebody who understands you that's going through the same thing. They kind of bounce things off.
Oh yeah, you just know me and him. We talk about everything playbook wise. So when we first got here, just doing little things like talking about little plays we messed up. So being able to do that just getting your mind like stress free. Yeah, he FaceTimed me. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, he FaceTimed me. He was like, "Hey," I told him I don't know nothing about Las Vegas, but yeah.
What did you learn about Vegas so far?
It's hot. It's real hot. Being from the South, it's a little bit different. When I first got off the plane here, looking at the scenery, I ain't never seen this like many mountains ever in my life. So it's real different to me.
It's something unique with John Amahu being on the defensive line. So
yeah, Jonah been helping me a lot. Talking to me plays about little moves I can do here and there. Him be a second year guy, he been through it. So just listening to him, like he knows, definitely knows.
learning from him, like especially on like little things like listening to the O line. They give away things here and there, so being able to listen to them will tell you a lot about the play. Thank
Go ahead on.
I got almost nothing out of that, man. I'm sorry. Uh, you know, basically what I got out of it was he's learning, he's young, he's a rookie, of course. So that, but Launu is really helping him out too. So uh, that's a good thing. And I know he's only a second year player, but he did good last year at the end of the season, and so he's basically a rookie learning and talking to players, which is a good thing, talking to coaches, whatever, and he's trying to learn right now, and that's what good rookies do.
Right. No, that's facts. Yeah, the one thing that I got out of that was when he said self correct. You mess up a play, you can self correct yourself, you'll be fine. And that's true, especially for rookies, you know what I'm saying? Self self correct is everything. You know what I'm saying, when you're a rookie.
Hmm.
Uh you know, it's good to see him and the other guys watching film. Another thing he said, 'cause my mama used to say it the same thing to me. Shoot, listen, somebody's sitting there talking and you want the information, go ahead and listen. Start listening because you might find some things out in that conversation that'll help you out. You know what I'm saying? So I was big on that too, you feel me? So
What's up, Billy?
Billy D
How you
was
doing?
having appreciate you pulling up, man. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and hit that like button if you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the lights on over here. And thank you very much. But yeah, that's all I really got on for real, for real.
Yeah.
They don't be on too long and shit, so
David, you should go with Europe's going to the game.
yeah, I'm going. But shoot. I can't help him if he beamed Max Crosby in the head with a snowball. I can't help you, bro. You on your own, goddamn shit. And my wife's an Eagles fan too, but she ain't gonna help you. uh, but yeah, man. So I mean, good pressers. You know what I'm saying? People saying the right things. They always say the right things, but to see what they're talking about on the field makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Um, right around the corner, y'all. We right around the corner. One more day away, and then one more day, and then it's football for the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I can't wait, man. To be honest, I really can't wait. Yes, sir. Um, let's see. Let's see. Think we're gonna go to the Las Vegas Review Journal, watch a little bit of that, get their insights on it, and then we're gonna call it quits. Might have to call it quits a little early because I am getting sleepy.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, David says I don't need help in that city. Okay, David. Yeah, you will have us outnumbered, but I think when you get home, Blue will kick your ass if you hit Max Crosby in the head with a snowball. So you got to worry about that too.
um,
They'll say G-Pam said the same thing. What's up, nephew?
Uh-uh.
If you're a gamer, have you ever thought about quitting everything just to pursue gaming? Well, here's a quick hack on how to pursue. We like our group. We feel confident in the group, and so that we were able to get another guy that we need on the other side and up front. And so we're really glad to get Thomas and wish JB the best.
What is it about Thomas that you guys like?
His motor. He plays really hard. He's really consistent in his effort. He's big enough and flexible enough to play a number of spots for us. He looks really good in the rotations. That's a heck of a defensive line room there that keeps him from playing and getting his numbers up. But we see a lot of positives. We've known him over the years and as he's come up. And so we're really looking forward to what he can do for us.
Big news from Henderson and Pete Carroll talking about it, the Raiders coach right there, talking about the trade of Jacorian Bennett to the Philadelphia Eagles for defensive tackle Thomas Booker. We'll get into all of that, including Pete's thoughts in 1 second. But before we do, just want to welcome you to Vegas Nation First and 10, your daily, or at least daily practice report podcast from the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm Vinny Bonsignore. I cover the Raiders for the Las Vegas Review-Journal and Vegas Nation. To my right is Adam Hill, my great friend and colleague from the Las Vegas Review-Journal and Vegas Nation. He also covers the Raiders and a lot of other things here in Las Vegas. Before we get to everything, just wanted to remind everybody that Vegas Nation podcasts, including Vegas Nation First and 10, are brought to you by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Vegas Nation, and also Station Casinos, STN Sports, and we thank them for all their support. Well, Adam, big news since the last time we did our podcast, which was just yesterday, less than 24 hours really, from yesterday's podcast. But the Raiders made a move that I think you and I both alluded to a possibility that this was going to happen, whether they traded Jacorian Bennett or whether he just wasn't on the roster. I think one of two things was going to happen in this situation. For more than a week now, we've seen Jacorian, the young cornerback, 4th-round pick from Maryland, going into his 3rd year, slide down in the opposite direction, the wrong direction of the depth chart. He was running with the threes consistently over the last 5 practices or so. So no big surprise that he got traded. He was kind of fading from their radar. But what are your thoughts on moving on from Jacorian Bennett, but also bringing in Thomas Booker?
Yeah, I think, if you look for where this administration came in, the staff, from the coach to the front office, like there's been a pretty clear preference, and we've known what Pete Carroll's preference is for a long time in terms of size, kind of style cornerback play for sure.
Yep.
It's not just purely a size thing.
No.
And Jacorian Bennett just never was going to fit that. And, you kind of thought, would he be able to come in and just be that physically talented, that gifted, where it didn't really matter? And I don't think that was going to be the case with Jacorian. I don't know that it was just ever going to work out until, we saw him slide down the depth chart. We kind of thought maybe at some point he just wouldn't make the team. But I think what you do at that point is, hey, if you're going to cut a guy, or if he's not going to make your roster, if he's not going to fit, try to find out if you can get something else. And what Pete Carroll said today was, we saw an opportunity to help out another position with a guy that wasn't, going to work out here necessarily, and that's what the Raiders were able to do. So, it's not his fault. He's not terrible. You don't say that. And I think some people say, well, Jacorian Bennett might be a better player. Like, why would you make that trade? Well, just didn't fit. It wasn't going to work. And if he wasn't going to be on the team regardless, why keep him around? Why just cut him for nothing?
Yeah, and also I think it's also indicative of what the Raiders have seen from Eric Stokes, from DeCameron Richardson, from Darian Porter, to name 3 guys that were ahead of him on the depth chart. You might throw JT Woods into that equation as well, but for sure the first 3 I think have really emerged now in the Raiders' minds to create that comfort level of parting ways with a guy that at the very least could have been good depth for them, but they felt like there were too many guys in front of them that were doing too many good things. And so from that perspective, they felt like they were dealing from a position of strength. Now, it is a leap of faith. There's no question about that. Darian Porter has not played one down of football in the NFL. DeCameron Richardson, in his time in the NFL, it's just been 1 year and about 7 games or so. There were a lot of ups and downs.
Sure.
We chronicled them. So there's and Eric Stokes has not stayed healthy in his NFL career, especially recently. So there's a leap of faith here, and I've had some people from the NFL are like, are they sure that they can compete with that cornerback room in the AFC West? And I'll say this, Pete Carroll has never hesitated to play young guys. When he sees what he likes to see or thinks that he sees, it's full pedal to the metal, young guys, old guys, whatever the case might be. And obviously he's seen something that gives him a comfort level that they've got the right answers in this room.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, if you want to say, I believe Jacorian Bennett is better than some of the guys that you mentioned, I don't necessarily agree, but I certainly don't strongly disagree.
Yeah.
I think you can actually make that case. I think that's fair. But it just wasn't going to work out in the system. Like, for whatever reason, they didn't, we knew he didn't fit, he wasn't the prototypical size, wasn't the prototypical playing style to play in this system, and it just wasn't going to work out. So he wasn't going to be here anyway. I think it's the fair thing to say. We've been kind of hinting at that for a while, that looked like he probably, if the cuts were made today, wasn't going to make the team. So it's not, it's not him or the other corners. It's basically, do you get anything for him?
Right.
And they ended up getting something back.
And here's the thing: you could probably make the same exact argument for Thomas Booker in Philadelphia. He was starting to fall a little bit down on their depth chart. It's always been a stacked room with the Philadelphia Eagles, and you might say, Vinny, he played 93 snaps last year as a reserve rotational player for a Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles team. Yes, they also drafted Ty Robinson, who I loved at the Senior Bowl out of Nebraska, and he was kind of moving up the depth chart. So it could very well just be a situation where the Eagles had a little bit of surplus. Their guy was running into a numbers game. Obviously, the same exact thing going on with the Raiders. Maybe the dynamics a little bit differently. Maybe a player that just didn't fit with what Pete wanted to do defensively. And could you have made the argument that both teams could have waited until the end of cutdown day and just claimed guys off waivers? Booker might have been on waivers. I think there was a strong likelihood if he didn't get moved, that would have been his fate in Philadelphia, unless there was an injury or so. And Jacorian Bennett as well. Yes, you could make that argument that you could have been patient and waited out. But at the same time, a guy like Booker's going to get claimed on waivers. A guy like Bennett's going to get claimed on waivers. The Philadelphia Eagles are, last on the waiver wire line?
Well, I'll say even if they weren't going to get claimed.
I think they would, and I've talked to enough people that said pretty good.
Sure, but I guess the point is, even if they weren't going to get claimed, the case would be, you want to see if they fit with you. I mean,
correct.
If you claim them at the end, you're just bringing them in and you're like, hey, I hope this works out.
Yeah.
Because if you claim somebody, you have to keep on the active roster.
Exactly.
So you're just hoping it works out. This gives you a little bit of chance to see, hey, does this guy fit with us? I know he wasn't going to fit with you necessarily. Will he fit with us? And by the way, if he doesn't, you have several weeks to then cut him, and then he goes to waivers anyway.
Exactly.
What would have happened?
Exactly. So it's just kind of reshuffling the deck from one team to the other and getting a head start on that process of deciding whether Jacorian Bennett works in Philadelphia or Thomas Booker works here with the Raiders. But again, there's no question that this is a little bit of a leap of faith. At the very least, Jacorian Bennett has a body of work in the NFL, small as it might be, and kind of injury-filled as it might be. Let me ask you this. Because, according to my sources, this is something that the Raiders have been trying to do for a couple of weeks now.
Publix Pharmacy is now in your neighborhood.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Obviously, I'm sure there were other offers, but this was, in their eyes anyway, the best offer, right? Otherwise, you don't make the trade. Right. Are you surprised that the market might not have materialized the way maybe the Raiders thought they would, or as you may have thought that they would? Quarterbacks are hard to come by.
Sure, they are a little bit, but it's also a guy who, has shown flashes certainly of ability, but also a guy who's can't stand the field. I mean, it's been certainly a recurring theme here in his young career. So, I mean, I would think that there'd be somebody interested, and there was somebody interested. Philadelphia was interested enough to make that move. I look at the other side when you talk about what the Raiders get back. It's a conversation I've been having with people for the last couple of weeks of the guys that the Raiders have brought in. A couple of them I feel like have been brought in intentionally that are different. I think they brought in a couple of guys that quote unquote sandpaper guys that are a little rough, guys that are gonna get under people and just light a fire under some people. For the most part, they've gone really, really heavy on character, intelligence, that sort of thing. Now they bring in a guy, I believe only the fourth ever two-time first-team academic All-American in Stanford history, which is pretty impressive. Like, they're definitely going.
They've had some brainiacs.
There has been some administrations here in the not too distant past have been character, and then not necessarily done that.
Yeah.
It seems to absolutely be an intentional thing with this team. And it's just something I noticed. And I tried to ask Pete Carroll about bringing in another smart guy, and he said, "Yeah, Stanford." Kind of
course,
off as being a Stanford guy.
No surprise there.
I do think that there's something to that aspect of how they're a team building right now.
Yeah. Look, speaking about the Raiders secondary as well, Pete Carroll raised a possibility that I think not a lot of people, not a lot of us were even considering. Let's hear what Pete Carroll has to say about maybe another addition to the defensive secondary.
So if you haven't had a chance to get the app yet, again, we still have the $50 no-worry wager available. What a great time to get in the summer. Get yourself in the
5 weeks here are hugely important to him, so he can get back within 3 or 4 weeks into the season, 4 or 5 weeks into the season, or whatever it is, and we'll really enjoy when he gets the chance to come back.
Well, there you have it, Adam.
There's a reason I wanted to play that.
Yes.
And I think that you wanted to as well. I'm trying to sift through the exact words that he used. I think I'm trying to interpret it a little bit. I know you are as well.
Yeah.
It seems like, and I think a lot of people when they saw Lonnie Johnson's injury are like, oh, he's done for the year. And it's definitely a substantial injury. He's going to get the surgery, and that is going to happen very soon. It sounds like what Pete Carroll's saying. To me, what he's saying is these next several weeks are very important because they do have to make a decision before the season starts.
Of course.
If they're, how he's going to be, he could be shut down for the year if he's on injury reserve, or they could try to make it so that he could come back potentially, which means he'd have to be on the roster. So
at cut down day, and then put him on injury reserve.
So these next several weeks, what it sounds like he is saying is it's very, very important to Lonnie and to the team to see exactly where he is right before the season starts, right before they have to make the cut downs, to decide if it's worth keeping him around, keep him on the active roster, that he'd be able to come back.
So in other words, he'll get the surgery fairly soon, probably within a week or so. And then between now and cut down day, which is, I don't have that at the top of my head.
August 26th?
Yeah, August 26th. So
I just made that up, by the way.
You did?
I did. I think it's around that.
Yeah, I think it's the first week of September, right around there. All right, so you'll have between the surgery and until whatever full cut down is, which is at the end of the month, basically, to then look at that point. All right, is it feasible that he can still help this football team at some point this year? And if so, then you obviously keep him on the 53-man roster. You're going to have to sneak somebody through waivers, bring them back, maybe, or just bring somebody else back off of waivers from someplace else. But then as soon as all that process happens, then reset, put him on the injury research that I did. He broke his fibula. Now, one tricky part is usually when you get the surgery, that's the long end
of the recovery,
and that's the months rather than weeks. But obviously, Pete Carroll talked about the fact that there will be a surgery, and the way he kind of insinuated that there's a possibility that he could be back by, let's say, week 5 of the season, which would be how many weeks away from that? That's like 2 months.
Yeah, 8 weeks.
So it's 2 months, which fits with the low end line or timeline that at least a little bit of the research that I've done, talking to a couple of doctors actually. So maybe this type of surgery that he's going to get is going to sort of expedite all of that. And again, it's going to be post surgery, and where he is in about 4 weeks from now, or 3.5 weeks, whatever that is from now. That will give the Raiders a pretty good idea of whether or not he's going to be able to help them make the team. But I guess there's some real hopefulness here.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line. The biggest takeaway is there is a chance he's going to be back, and not like week 11, week 12.
Right.
There's a chance he's going to be back
for the balance of the season,
with a decent amount of the season remaining, which I think is really good news because we have noticed it. We've talked about it, and Pete Carroll talked about it. They have seen a lot out of him. They have, he talked about himself last week, and we discussed this at the time, that he hasn't really been given a chance to have a big role. He's everywhere he's gone. It's like, you're just a role player. You're a special teams guy. This is what you're going to be. And here they immediately said, no, we see something for you. And they've given him that chance, and he's really run with it. And he's been a big part of this defense. He's going to be very tough to replace for as long as he is out. So I think it is really, encouraging news, I think, for the defense, for the team, that he could potentially be back sooner rather than later.
Without question. And this is a real point of example of how there's 32 different teams in this league, and the 32 different islands, let's put it that way, all right, who see things the way they see things, all right? And so Pete Carroll and this staff see something in Lonnie Johnson. And honestly, I've gotten feedback from the NFL, or I guess Lonnie Johnson, downplaying it because not everybody sees Lonnie Johnson the way Pete Carroll and the Raiders see Lonnie Johnson. I'll give you another example.
We don't have to go far. It's the exact opposite of Ja'Cory Bennett.
Right.
I mean, Ja'Cory Bennett was seen by the last two administrations really as a starting corner, a legitimate, very important player. And they saw him as not fitting their system.
Correct.
I mean, that's just different coaches, different front offices, position coaches. Like different people see guys different ways.
And yes, exactly. I'll go to Eric Stokes. Eric Stokes, what's been his biggest issue?
Injuries.
Okay. Pete Carroll, I don't know if you remember catching this, but Pete Carroll said, he's been raving about it.
I feel like we have some things that could fix that.
Yes. So whatever injuries he's been dealing with, and it sounds like it's probably muscle injuries, strains, whatever, that their training staff, their medical staff feels like they can mitigate that with the plan that they have in place. Again, it's how this team views his injury history and their fortitude or their ability to kind of navigate around issues that he's had with another organization. Not taking anything away from the Green Bay Packers, but it's another example.
I'll look at it, though.
This is a 32 different team, different medical staffs, different coaching staffs that see things through their lens and have a plan in place from their perspective for the player.
Yeah, no question. I watched Karate Kid, I think, for the 100th time. Mr. Miyagi just fixed just like that.
Right.
Nobody else thought I was going to be able to continue fighting. Mr. Miyagi, he knew.
Right. And there were plenty of others that tried. That couldn't have succeeded, but he could. All kidding aside, I guess
I don't joke about Karate Kid.
There you go. Without question, some positivity in light of a very difficult situation for Lonnie Johnson. But we'll revisit that in a couple of months, or really at the end of cut down day, will tell us what they're thinking.
That's when a decision has to be made.
Right.
I think that was that's why we played what Pete Carroll said.
Yeah.
So you could hear exactly what his words. It wasn't just us interpreting it. It was our interpretation, obviously, and I think it's right. Is that this is a huge stretch? They have to make a decision by cut down day, and they think it's going to be good news. They think it's going to be positive, but he's going to have to get to that point, get to a good enough point that they're comfortable going forward and keeping them.
I'm going to soften think to hope. I think they hope.
Okay.
I think they hope that it could be. I don't know that they think that it could be, but they're at least entertaining the thought, and that's a positive step. All right, so the Raiders open the preseason on Thursday in Seattle, which, let's face it, is a very special place for a few players, or a couple of players on this team, and certainly a head coach. But Geno Smith is heading back to a place that turned his career around. So there's obviously a lot of significance for Geno Smith going back to Seattle, as it goes without saying. Pete Carroll, where he spent 14 years, won a Super Bowl championship, went to another Super Bowl game. He tries to forget that one, I'm sure. But here's Geno Smith talking about the significance of his first road trip with the Raiders, going back to Seattle.
This one's for the Vegas locals and Vegas locals only. STN Sports is the sports betting experience built for you. From the app to the 19 convenient locations across the valley to sign up, bet, and watch your favorite game.
I don't give a damn about it.
Really special things, special thoughts that come to my mind when I think about it.
Well, there's Geno Smith talking about going back to the Pacific Northwest, and we'll get to Pete Carroll in 1 second. He tried to downplay it. Nobody's buying it. But let's stick with Geno Smith going back to Seattle and playing for the Seahawks. Imagine being Geno Smith. You landed in Seattle, probably, I wouldn't say content with being a career backup quarterback, but that possibility was very prevalent at that stage of his career, and he was okay with it. If that was going to be his NFL journey, then that was going to be his NFL journey. He wasn't, just going to lay down and not fight for a starting job, but he had sort of resigned himself to the fact that that could be a real possibility, only for things to happen between the Seahawks and Russell Wilson, and then all of a sudden, after 2 years being Russell Wilson's backup, Geno Smith gets an opportunity to start. And not only did he seize that moment, but he became one of the better starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Call it a top 12 quarterback if you want, which, coming from being a backup, was a major leap forward. So imagine going back to a place where your career literally turned around for the better. It's got to be, and I think he recognizes the significance of that city, the meaningfulness of the Seattle Seahawks organization, and what that all means to him.
Sure, and let's be honest, it's also the other way. It's also an organization where your career did turn around, and you played pretty well for a couple of years, and they said, yeah, we don't think you're good enough.
Like, I actually think it was... I
didn't want to commit to him long term.
Yeah, well, I mean, neither did the Raiders. The Raiders offered basically the same thing that the Seahawks did. I actually have a different take on that. I think he wanted to come to the Raiders. I think that if Pete Carroll wasn't in Las Vegas, he would have signed that deal that basically was the same exact deal that he got from the Raiders. I just think that he wanted to be here for whatever reason, but I don't think he loses sight of the fact that I actually think it was his decision more than theirs. Of course, if they would offer a 5-year...
Not many teams in the NFL will allow a starting quarterback to walk away.
Right.
If they believe that that's their guy, like, they're not going to let him go, especially, trade him away to another team. Like, it's just not going to happen. So there is...
Are you saying that Sam Darnold is their guy?
I mean, for now.
Yeah,
for now.
I think that I think that for the, like I said, he got roughly the same exact deal here in Las Vegas that they were offering him in Seattle. I just think he prefers, because of Pete Carroll, to be here. I think
that's totally fair.
I think the Seahawks would have happily signed him for the 3 years, whatever it is that they were offering him. So I don't take it as they turned their back on him. I just think the situations were equal in terms of the money. One team had Pete Carroll, who helped revive his career. The other didn't. But it's whatever the case is. That's what the case is. There's no doubt that it's nostalgic for him to go back.
Oh, no question. And obviously, it's so ironic. I guess not the right word, but it feels ironic.
Yeah,
it's the first game.
Right.
Your first game is back there, and your first game of it's constructed this way. But for Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, their reunion in Las Vegas starts in Seattle, which it's poetic, I guess, more than anything else. And like I said, I think it was designed that way intentionally, but it's gonna be a moment for sure, and we'll see how the crowd responds. I know everybody up there is saying, hey, when he's on the big screen, when they put him on the screen, when he walks in the field, he should be cheered. Easier to do that in the preseason than the regular season, for sure. So yeah, I think there's going to be probably a pretty warm reception for both of them. I'm not sure about the defensive player that's returning, Jamal Adams. We'll see how the reaction is for him potentially. But I think it's going to be a moment. I think it's nice for them to be able to do it in a preseason game where the outcome doesn't matter.
Right.
It's not like there's all this pressure on them. It's not like you're living and dying over the results, and you're going to be
they're going to hate you if you beat them,
or you're crushed about it and you have to think about it. Even more if you lose it. Like it's a nice opportunity to get back on the field, see the people, the clubhouse attendants, people like that, people around around the stadium that work there, all the different people that are so important to making the game day experience up there, and you get to see them all again. Like, that'll be cool. And to be able to do it in a game that the outcome doesn't matter, I think is really nice.
Yeah, and obviously even more so for Pete Carroll. He's not. He talked about leaving USC to go up to Seattle with an idea in mind. It was kind of an experiment that he had, and I know this to be true because I know a lot of people kind of get this a little mixed up. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he just left USC because the sanctions were coming." The sanctions were coming. I think everyone was a little bit surprised by how heavy-handed they were with coming off the whole Reggie Bush thing. But Pete Carroll had interviewed for 3 other jobs in that, in and around then, and a couple of years before. He interviewed with the Miami Dolphins. He interviewed with the San Francisco 49ers, and another team that I'm forgetting. He left for the Seattle Seahawks for one specific reason. Their owner told him, you don't have to run anything up any flagpole. It's your baby. You get to be you're the decision maker. You get to pick your own general manager. You get to pick the players. You don't have to run it by anybody. And for him, he felt Pete Carroll did. And I know because I talked to him about this shortly after he got to Seattle. This owner told me what I wanted to hear. I believe that this is how it should be done. I think the coach should have the final say. I think the coach should be his vision. He goes, whether it works or not, I don't know. We'll see. Well, they won a Super Bowl a couple of years after he told me that. But that's what he went up to Seattle to prove or not prove. Did. It absolutely did work at the highest of levels. The Seattle Seahawks reached heights that they'd never seen before. They won a Super Bowl championship. They went to another Super Bowl. They were perennially in playoff contention. And I guess Pete Carroll's experiment worked out. So for him,
and the owner said, and you're allowed to pay the players here.
Right.
It's actually the way that it works out.
He was just ahead of his time.
Yeah, sure.
USC didn't pay Reggie Bush. It was an agent that paid.
No idea what was going on either. But no, in all seriousness, though, like to that point, also Pete Carroll. Look, he's human. He's the ultimate competitor, as he talks about all the time. Competition is what he cares about, and he did have something to prove at the NFL level. He did want to go back and prove that, and I think it was on
his terms, though.
Right, and I think it was very important to him to get that opportunity the way he wanted to do it, and he looked at his early time in the NFL and said, "That's not how I wanted to do it," and it failed. Not failed, but it didn't go the way I wanted, and I had to do it on somebody else's terms. So now I have a chance on my terms with no regrets to go to the NFL and say, I can do this and I can do it my way, and that's what he was able to do. And I think he really treasured that.
We'll talk about this when the time is right, but in another twist of irony, he's also going back to New England. His first game with the Raiders is going back to New England, which, that's one of the situations that famously didn't quite work out.
Sure.
But if you go back and look at him replacing, who did he replace? Bill Parcells. If you remember, the New England Patriots are coming off a Super Bowl appearance against the Green Bay Packers when Bill Parcells says, I'm out of here. Why did he say that he was out of there? Because Robert Kraft wasn't letting him famously pick the ingredients. If they want me to cook the meal, I should be able to have more say in picking the ingredients. There was a general manager in place who had the final say. Bill Parcells, coming off a Super Bowl, said, you know what? I'm out of here. And so Pete Carroll went into that situation that Parcells left because he didn't have enough power, and ran into the same exact problems in New England of not being able to have enough of a say to pick the right players, to pick the players that he felt were right. And that's the lesson that he learned. Like, you know what? Bill Parcells was actually right. Yeah. And the next time I go to the NFL, I'm going to make sure that I have that power, that leeway. And that's what happened in Seattle. And I'm sure it's happening here in Las Vegas in conjunction with John Spytek. They're two peas in a pod. They see things alike, just as he and John Schneider saw things alike in Seattle. But that'll be another story for another day. Pete, Jamal, Geno Smith going back to Seattle for our purposes, much more significant in terms of who's going to play. And Pete Carroll left the door open for everybody to play.
So everyone's live.
Everybody's live, but he didn't say that. Okay. Do you think that the starters will play?
I kind of feel like we'll see one series.
All right, so there you go. I agree. Short of that, that'll be in and out, and that'll be that. What are you most curious to see in terms of this game against the Seattle Seahawks?
I mean, I do just want to see how the offense looks against a defense that. It's a new defense.
Right.
They don't necessarily know what's coming. We see that a lot. I think we've seen them scheme a lot of guys open during some practices. Other practices has been a little bit of a challenge, especially some of the depth of the offensive line has had some trouble holding off the defense. So how does this offense look in terms of just creating open guys? I don't necessarily care about the completions, that sort of thing. It's how does it look? Are guys open? Are guys, are they on the same page? Are they running plays that they want to run and, getting the results they want, whether it's, completed or not? I think the actual results don't matter as much as process and how they're getting there.
All right. Pick one name that fans are going to go, whoa. Interesting.
Darian Porter.
Okay. I'm going to say this is going to feel personal.
Okay.
But I think Tommy Millott gets a couple plays. Okay. And this is a game. This is a game.
So he makes plays, or he
makes plays.
Okay.
Where there's going to be some where he makes some plays in space, whether it's on kickoff return, whether it's in the offense. This is sort of one of those games that's conducive to he and Cam Miller, and both of them, to be honest, have had some rough patches here in training camp. They're 2 7th-round picks, for crying out loud. It's expected. Tommy Millott's also making this position change from quarterback to wide receiver, as we've talked about. But I think both are going to have enough time and maybe an opportunity to make a play where maybe they open some eyes.
I'll be interested to see how that works out. You say it's personal.
What about Jack Besh?
We did a debate yesterday. I think we've seen a lot from Jack Besh for sure.
Recently, he's been
he's been doing quite a bit. So Dante Thorne, we should point out, could be one of those guys. He was limited a little bit today. They were just managing reps. They were holding him back a little bit. So we'll see what that means for Thursday night. The other games of the preseason on Saturday. So we'll see what that means for then. It doesn't seem like there's any concern, so we should be able to go. So a lot of rookies. We'll see how that works out. If we're talking about the starters playing. I do wonder if the starters do play, if that means Ashton Genty is playing. I don't know that he would. I think I remember somebody saying they don't expect him to be hit until the regular season. So we will see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I think if the starters are out there, he'll probably be out there.
If the starters are out there, I'm saying that Michael Mayer is going to have a
sure,
and maybe Trey Tucker, who, by the way, Geno Smith, Santana Moss, high praise.
Yeah, some people were doing that on Twitter yesterday.
I
don't know
said
if
that
maybe
too.
It's, like chronically online.
Who?
There's a bunch of people that are doing like Santana Moss posts yesterday.
Was it?
I don't know why?
NFL Network was here yesterday. Maybe, and they did a sit down with Geno. I haven't caught the whole interview. Maybe he brought up Santana Moss to them, and that's why people, because that was the first time I ever heard Geno Smith, or anybody for that matter, talk about Trey Tucker as a Santana Moss similar type player. But I'll say this: Trey Tucker's definitely been having a strong camp.
Somebody posted a long highlight reel about Santana Moss yesterday.
Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe he just saw it and decided to make that.
Could be.
If you do see the clip online, the first route on this long clip of Santana Moss is ridiculous. It's like a triple move.
Sick.
It's like a triple move.
Loved watching Santana Moss play. If Trey Tucker could be anything near where Santana Moss was, the Raiders have themselves a pretty good football player. And I'm going to tell Geno Smith, you got a pretty keen eye for talent. Of course, he knows Santana from being from South Florida. They work out together. So he's got intimate knowledge of Santana Moss and his triple, quadruple moves.
Yeah, it was a triple move for a touchdown. It was pretty eye-opening.
Well, whatever happens in Seattle, by the way, send us positive thoughts, because the Raiders play that game at 7 o'clock at Newman Field in Seattle. Right next door is where the Seattle Mariners play. They have a 1 o'clock game on Thursday against the Chicago White Sox, and so it's going to be kind of mayhem. Maybe getting into that stadium and the ingress, whatever you call it.
Did you say Lady Gaga's in town Friday?
Lady Gaga's in town somewhere. She's playing over at what the old Key Arena. They still call it Key Arena up there.
Are you sure? I feel like she's a Lumen Field.
No. She's an arena. She's doing the arena. That's what I thought I saw. That's
Climate,
what I thought I saw.
Pledge Arena.
Our resident information guy Dom is.
I believe Climate Pledge is the name of the arena now. So.
That's Key. Yeah. That's Key Arena. Yeah, that's where the old Seattle Super. Yeah. So she's playing an intimate show at the Key Arena.
First of all, she's American. Did you just do a British?
No.
I feel like you were doing English.
Maybe it was a little English.
You were doing English. She's from New York.
One of the great Italians, by the way. So we always show love for the Italians out here. So Lady Gaga, do your thing. So we'll be keeping track of that. So a big busy weekend, or busy week, middle of the week in Seattle. So we're gonna have to navigate our way around. But whatever happens between the Raiders and the Seahawks on Thursday night, Adam and I are gonna
bad romance.
Right, yeah. Adam and I are going to be writing about it, but we're also going to be talking about it. We're going to do a podcast right after the game, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll check back in with you from the beautiful Northwest in Seattle, Washington.
All right, yeah. So. Anyways, but yeah, so you got anything on that?
Not really. They basically covered what has already been
we've already
been talking about. So I had no notes from it, but
right.
It's always interesting to hear another person's opinion. But
I feel you. No, I think it's gonna be. It's look. I like listening to them because they got the main insight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was interesting, because Pete. Now we know who has the final say on everything, on personnel and everything, which it'll go run through Spy Tech and then to Pete Carroll. So, yeah, I thought that was dope. Yeah, I really ain't got too much. I mean, they Talked about Lonnie Johnson, and maybe he can come back within 4 to 5 weeks of the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get Lonnie Johnson back in the second half, that's going to be good for us.
Absolutely.
We'll need him in the second half, anyways. You feel me? So I think that'd be dope. Yeah, man. Shout out to Vinny Bonsignor and Adam Hill, man. Two guys that really know what they talking about and stuff. You feel me? But yeah, we got about good 11, 10 more minutes to spare. You got anything you want to discuss?
Um, shit. I don't know. I'm just so excited. I mean, I know it's preseason, but I'm so excited just to see what they do, where the people are at, who's playing where, shit like that, and if the starters start, you know, I don't know if that means all the starters are starting, but the fact
Yeah,
that
everybody's live. You heard him?
yeah, he said everybody's live, but so we'll see. I think it's going to be like you think. I'm pretty sure you agree that it's going to be through one possession for the starters, and then they really want to see, Beck, Bacham, Betch, Bacham, you know, all these other players that they're trying to figure out who, that's what
Mhm.
you do in the preseason. You try to figure out, try to whittle down because they're going from 90 to 53. What did they say? August 26th?
Yeah,
Um, so they're just trying to find out, and see, okay, we did this with, you know, Jordan Meredith and JPG. How did that work out? Is it a good thing? Is it a
right.
bad thing? And it's not going to be just for. I think the first and second. I think the second game, the starters, in my opinion, is going to start for like a quarter, and I don't think we're going to see any, you know, starters in week 3, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but you said yeah. I think you messed up on something. You said one possession. It's actually a series. They're gonna go. They're gonna do one series and then probably be out. The
Well,
starters.
am I mistaken? Is it one possession?
Yeah, possession. One possession is just
One
like
series.
them having the ball.
Yeah, one series. One
Huh?
series, one possession. I mean, to, I thought that was the same thing.
I don't. Is it? It might be. I don't know. You might be right.
I don't know if
I
there
thought
was.
like one possession.
Yeah, one possession.
I thought one
Yeah,
possession.
that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. That's what I think I said. I might have misspoke. I'm sorry if I did, but yeah,
No,
one
you
possession for the
good.
offense and defense, and then from then on it's going to be Cam Ward and or Cam Miller, I'm sorry, and AOC, and trying to see where these other guys are going to fit. That's what training camps and preseason's all about. Finding out, they're looking to figure out who's going to make the 53, who's going to make the practice squad. So, I mean, it's getting interesting. I'm loving it.
Nah, it is getting good. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting good. It's definitely getting good. Um, yeah, but like I said, I just can't wait until the preseason. We're 1 day away. Yes, sir. 1 day away, y'all. We're 1 day away. So this is just we're gonna do a short just kick it segment today because I gotta get to bed soon. Um, but yeah. But anybody got any questions or anything they want? You know, y'all get them in now. If not, we just probably gonna call it quits. Oh man, I'm tired. Shit.
Okay, if nobody
Excuse.
else is saying nothing, I'm gonna throw a shout out to Blue Richards. I think most everybody knows who she is. She got accepted at her the college that she was really wanting to get accepted at the most, University of Alabama Huntsville. And shout out to her, man. She's on her way to get her to where we have to call her Dr. Blue, you know. So shout out to her for
That's
that.
what's up.
And
Love the blue. Yes, yes. Yeah. Shout out to Blue. Keep doing your thing, sweetie. Uh, and yeah, man, just keep doing your thing. And I'm hoping that everything, you know, got turned around for you, Blue.
mm,
We always wish you the best, nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? And
you know,
you know,
well,
just keep your head high.
she's still
You know what I'm saying? And just
you know, she still needs fundraisers. I mean, they're not in good shape financially with all the medical expenses. Now, Lord Stanley, you know who he is here, is going to have to see a specialist. So that's going to cost more money. And so I was hoping she'd come on tonight so she could put her, you know, fundraisers. But keep her in your hearts, your thoughts. If you pray, pray.
yeah.
But yeah, they're a long ways from getting out from under this. So
I thought they was fine after
no, not
after
even close.
Nav show.
Not even close.
Dang.
And now our dog.
I could have sworn this puts us closer to where we need to
It,
be.
it helped. It helped
Maybe
quite a bit, no doubt about it.
right. Yeah, well, we're gonna still keep trying, man. We're gonna keep trying. You know what I'm saying? Um, I thought ain't she supposed to be on like the Wild Wild West show or something like that?
Uh, I heard talk about it between her and Jack, and me and her and Jack, and but I just don't know because that's kind of early in the day for her, and that's going to be the day that David comes back. It's tomorrow. You know?
Right,
So I should just say I don't know if she's going to be on there or not. But I don't think they're going to.
right,
I don't think on that show they're going to throw out fundraisers. They might bring attention to it, but doesn't. You need to have the Venmo apps and so on to actually help. But yeah, they're a long ways from good financially.
damn, that sucks. Hey, I wish I was making Mitch money. If I was making Mitch rents money, I'd have helped her out. But I ain't
Well, no, it's
shit.
that's why I was, hoping she could come on tonight so she could throw out her, her apps for
Right,
her fundraising apps, just in case anybody could throw out a few bucks here or there or whatever. But she just was not
right.
able to make it tonight. She's got a lot going
Yeah,
on
no.
right now.
Yeah. I could dig it. I could definitely dig it.
But I love her to my core, to her core, and from my core. Uh,
Yep.
she's 100% good person.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to kick it with y'all at
Oh,
Bakerfield.
you're
So,
gonna even fall in love with her more than you already are. You know,
mm-hmm.
yeah, she's something else, man. And so is and David will be coming too. If they Well, they are both going. Uh,
Yeah,
and we're
can't
all
wait to
going to
meet
stay
you.
at the same hotel, and I'll talk to you about that off stage. I think I already told you the hotel we all plan staying at. 805 will probably
Yeah.
be there, but yeah, make sure to book your room there. I plan on being there
Yeah, you.
Friday and then and staying till Sunday.
Mm. Yeah, we're gonna see. I was gonna try to drive, but we're probably gonna just fly. We'll rent a car when we get out
Oh,
there.
okay. Hey, Ardell's in the building. How you
Yes,
doing, my army buddy?
yes, sir. Deli Dell in the building. You got Chill Dell coming in here all late and stuff. Niggas about to go to sleep and shit. Goddamn. I need my beauty sleep. You hear me?
Yes, you do. No, I'm just kidding with you, man. I'm getting my pen out.
Nah, you good. I'm too tired to give a chill right
Okay.
now. Ah, you already wrote it down, so fuck it. Here. Do it for the family, gotta do it for the bros. I'm just trying to get mine. I'm just trying to get mine. I'm just trying to get mine.
Trying to get
I'm just
Mo's
trying to get
Pope.
mine.
Where can we get Mo's? Trying to get Mo. I'm getting this down. I'm starting to get it down.
Yeah, you listen to it long enough, you'll get it.
Oh man, okay, all right.
He said,
Jers. Oh, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
DJ. Let's get it. Let's get it. You're. I'm just trying to get mine. I'm just trying to get mine. I'm just trying to get
Diamonds.
mine.
Oh,
Yeah, anything else y'all got?
money.
If not, we finna close the show out. Finna close out the show. Appreciate everybody pulling up. It always means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Tune in tomorrow. Definitely have some stuff going on. We definitely gonna talk um, about Thursday's game. How y'all feel about it so far? And I want to get some predictions going. So yeah, every night before the game, or before the game, or the night before the game, we're gonna start doing predictions and stuff. So you know, I'm too tired to do it right now, but tomorrow definitely gonna have make it happen. And before the game Thursday, we definitely gonna make it happen. I will be live. I was contemplating on it throughout the show today on if I was gonna go live on Thursday, and I am. So if y'all want to tune in while y'all watching the game, what I'm saying, get the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. If not, I don't know yet. I'm still debating because I know there's nobody gonna be on because everybody's gonna be watching the game. So I'm kind of feeling like leaning towards not doing a show on Thursday and wait until um probably wait until Friday Friday night the next show. So yeah, so y'all just tune in, man. Tune in. I'll let y'all know though if I'm gonna do a show on Thursday tomorrow night or not. Uh Dell said lumberjack yurt, always way to wood cuz Frank said Paul Bunyard.
All Bunyard.
Yeah, that's funny. Man, you definitely got killed for that one, Frank.
You're racking up the nicknames, man.
Yeah, I know, right? El Yerpo, that's Bueno gave me that name. Lumberjack Yerp, L gave me that name. Paul Bunyard, Frank gave me that name. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy work. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. It helps the channel grow. We definitely appreciate it. And yeah, man, y'all let me know what's goody. I love y'all, to the death. Um, yeah, it's always love over here. You heard me? So with that being said, y'all know what it is. You're Raiders.
Raiders.
Holla at y'all
Hey,
tomorrow
have a good
night.
night.
Peace
Have a
and
good
blessings.
night, everybody.
You're not
Love you.
in trouble. You're not work tomorrow. Do not get in that